There's a lot of property transactions. And I think maybe many people don't know that there's probably nowhere in the world where property prices appreciate as fast as they do in Kenya, for whatever reason. We've been told about a potential bubble, but we've been saying that for the last 20, 30 years. And I don't see it coming that soon. The annual deficit of housing in Kenya is 150,000 units. If you look at Nairobi as an example, Nairobi's population is 4 million, give or take. A good chunk of that population is actually living in places which ought not to be lived in the 21st century. And number two, even where they are living in relatively decent housing, it is quite old. So when Nairobi starts regenerating, you'll find that there will be plenty of scope for real estate. Kibera is the largest slum in Africa, which is not I would call it a dubious distinction. But there is also many other slums. There are 180 villages in Nairobi. And that, potentially, if somebody could find a way of funding the people at that end of the market to have decent housing at a price that they can afford, there is plenty of scope. And what we are seeing is, of course, also that in addition, Nairobi is kind of growing towards Mombasa, and there's plenty of land. There's plenty of land actually literally between here and Mombasa. With time, all those people who are currently living in not so good circumstances can be housed in decent housing. The drawback is, of course, that interest rates are rather high in Kenya for mortgages. You're looking at mortgages at 18, 20, 23%, which is very high. In the last 2 or 3 years, real estate investment trusts have started picking up in Kenya as a way of funding real estate, which I think will lower the cost of projects and therefore lower the costs to consumers. The main problem has been the question of registration, how long it takes and whether it's believable when you have a title in your hands. I think with time we will see that the new act makes registration faster, but also makes the title that you have more believable because of the having dealt with the issue of fraud. Property is at the heart of a lot of people. And when you want to buy a property, the excitement, what we as lawyers do is to deliver that excitement to you much faster. And when transactions take very long, it's disheartening to clients. If you're buying a property, you want to get going as fast as you possibly can within the limits, because you lose time with little things. When you're doing a transaction, if somebody's buying a property, you have to make sure that the title is correct. If you're acting for the buyer, you have to make sure that the title is genuine and that the documents that you receive to do the transaction are genuine. If you're acting for the seller, obviously what you want at the end of the day is money, but you want your money in your pocket or in your bank account as fast as possible. You don't want it next year, you want it now if that can be done. What we do is to continually look at our processes internally to make sure that we're able to achieve quick turnaround times and keep clients happy.